Okay, can you do 26?
26 for section 4?
Yeah, that one.
John Edgar Wideman is regarded to be one of the most talented writers of the late 20th century and is often compared to such literary giants as Ralph Ellison and Richard Wright. What do you think it is?
Well, I know it's A now, but I wasn't sure. I don't know. I put E and then I erased it and put C, and it was all over the place.
Yeah, it's so compared to, like, again, the idiom memorization.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if somebody wants to take charge of that and make an idiom list, I could help you a lot. I recommend an idiom list for Quizlet. Compare to is fine. You can compare something to something else. Compare with is not so great. You see it once in a while. So is regarded to be one of the most talented is fine. Literary giants as Ralph Ellison and Richard Wright. That's fine. So it's either A or E. Regarded to be one of the most talented writers of the late 20th century and is often compared to such literary giants as Ralph Ellison and Richard Wright. Between A and E, it's a little difficult. I could see how that could be a little difficult. But he says regarded to be. It should be. It just sounds better. Regarded as, right?
Okay.
Regarded as. Yeah, because regarded to be is not a great idiom.
Yeah, it sounded weird, but I was like, maybe that's right. I wasn't sure.
I think if they had underlined regarded to, like if it was John Edgar Wideman is and underlined regarded to be, it may have been.
That may have been probably more.
It may have
obvious.
pointed out to, because at to be is not really a wrong idiom. To be is fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, that sounds good. Yeah.
But the regarded before that makes it regarded as.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I just have a question for number 10. I want to see like how I think it just kind of sounded weird to me. Just as Ireland has produced many famous writers and like so Finland has done this. I guess it just kind of sounded weird to me. Can you do the same thing? Like I know that when you told us like sometimes to switch the order. Would that work like with so and just like?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
so
leave the so out, like should it still make sense?
that often works. So you guys may have missed the paradigm example that I always use for the whole comma thing is while climbing. I'll make it a hill this time. Climbing a hill, her compass fell out of her pocket. Right? There are a lot of sentences, like if every sentence that you ever read in an essay or a book or whatever was just Jane dropped her compass, and then like there were no commas, if there was nothing like that, it would be so boring. Everything would be the same sentence structure, and I mean you know it really well, but it would be boring. So that's why they mix up different, that's why they have these things called clauses, where while climbing the mountain or while climbing the hill is not a it's not a sentence, right? But they have this comma which completes the sentence. By the way, quick aside, what if it was a colon? Would that be okay?
No.
No, because a colon has to be two complete clauses,
Yeah.
independent clauses. I mean, they may be related, but two complete. They have to be complete. So anyways, here you understand this is wrong because this means whatever comes right after the comma is the subject. Her compass was not climbing the mountain. So it should be, while climbing the hill, she dropped her compass or something like that. And the way what Diana was referring to was the fact that you can take the second thing, put it up in the beginning, and just read it out and see if it makes sense. So this would read as, her compass fell out of her pocket while climbing the hill. And that's unclear, right? Is it, like her compass was climbing the hill, right? That means her compass is the subject, her compass actively fell out of the pocket while climbing the hill. Right? It should be Jane dropped her compass while climbing the hill. And that's more clear, establishes it. So for example, this one, Yeah, you can take, just as Ireland has produced many famous writers and the Netherlands has an abundance of famous painters, that's not complete. So you can do the same thing and take whatever's the second part, put it in front of the first. So obviously it can't begin with so, because you don't begin sentences with so that often. So Finland has provided a large number of famous architects, just as. Doesn't make that much sense. It's kind of weird. Wait, so too. I would say so too, or two. Finland too has provided a large number of famous architects.
I know, like sometimes I think the right thing and then it's not even there. I'm like, okay, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these sound
Like
pretty
None
good.
of the above.
Yeah, I'm like,
Alright.
it's not even here.
They all sound bad. They just pick awkward sentences.
Yeah, they do. All of them sound awkward.
What did you put?
What did I put? I think I put C.
What's the answer? Oh no, just kidding, it's A.
Okay.
I put
Yeah,
A.
it sounds so awkward. Sometimes they'll do that. Because I mean, like, after reading them all, I was like, oh, A is the best one. Because B
Unfortunately,
is
yeah.
terrible, C is terrible.
Like, which one's the least worst? Which sounds less awkward?
Yeah, I guess that's the game you have to play sometimes.
Yeah.
The worst of the evil, or least of the evils.
Yeah, it's a shame that they don't have one well-written one in
Yeah.
there somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean,